Tyler and
Hey. Yo.
Funko Pops.
Welcome.
What's up?
Funko Pops are out of the box, everybody.
Out of the box. They're free.
Oh no!
They've
Now
been
they're worth
suffocating in plastic
$9.
on my dust-covered shelf for the last year and a half, and now I thought I'd take them out so they were giving me some good luck. As a matter
It's
of fact,
weird.
so.
You're gonna need more luck than that, John. Sorry.
You think
Yeah,
so?
there's not an amount of
Yeah.
Funko Pops in the world to give you the luck that you need to win. And there's a
That's
shitload of Funko Pops, so
There's most of them are in landfills, but the rest are in my house.
that's just too many. You have too many goddamn Funko Pops, brother.
I love my Funko
Dude.
Pops.
Oh.
These ones are particularly good because they have the grass bottom, so they don't just fall over if you bump the desk a little bit. So
Premium.
that's why they're here. And I want to collect every Dynasty player on my team, including like Luke McCaffrey. So maybe he'll come out with a Funko Pop at some point.
Probably
Jake,
not.
What Funko Pop do you own? And don't tell him how you got it.
I have
Say
to regret to inform you, John.
What did you do?
No
That was
way.
a gift. That was a gift. You earned that.
I didn't get rid of it.
Oh.
You can talk to the person who did.
Did Allie do some spring cleaning or something? Because that's not okay.
She
Yeah,
usually does a cover. Just say
I
that.
don't know. I don't know where it went, to be honest with you.
Did you move? No, you haven't moved yet. So you're
No.
still in the same home. All right. I'm going to need to speak with her at a later date because that's. I spent
I gotta be honest,
$3 on that
I
on
gotta
Amazon.
say, I gotta be real with you. I didn't put up much of a fight because I don't give a fuck about the Gertie Funko Pop that you left in my house.
You don't care about 6-year-old Funko Pop of Drew Barrymore from ET?
No,
Well,
I don't
You
even
have to
care
get her
about
start
a
somewhere.
Lamar Jackson Funko Pop.
Oh,
that's
I don't
a
even-
shame. Even I've
sacrilege.
almost bought a Lamar Jackson.
I'm
Funko
like,
Pop.
I am anti Funko Pop. I'm not even like, just lukewarm. Anti Funko Pop.
Damn.
It's less. They're less useful than action figures. You can't even do anything with them if you wanted.
Oh, you can do stuff with them, right, John?
Oh Christ!
You can do
Okay.
whatever you want. Yeah, you can leave them in the package and you can take them out. It depends on how
Yeah,
safe you want
that's-
to be with them.
That's a lot of usage. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
It's two whole things you can
That's
do
a
with your
lot.
Funko.
Yeah, I have a queen size bed. There's plenty of room for me and all 50 of my Funko Pops. So,
Hey,
You
that
know?
makes you want to die.
yeah, that's how I feel every single night. But anyways, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to season 7 of the Those Fantasy Dudes podcast, which
What?
that also includes off-season shows. We're going
Oh,
into, I
that's
believe,
cheating.
season 4 of actual fantasy football talk during the regular season. But you will see us over the course of the next 18 continuous weeks talking about NFL news, injury updates, fantasy football, plant survival football. Dr. Logan is going to chime in, hopefully give us some much needed injury advice instead of just
Can
talking
we-
out of his ass in his vehicle.
Can you give us a
Yeah.
new draft for Dr. Loman?
Dr.
Dr.
Loman.
Dr.
Yes.
Loman.
He
chimes
legally
in.
changed his name to something that makes no sense. And we can't forget the Brittany Mahomes update that we will do every single week, whether we like it or not. It's what the viewers want. It's what the listeners
until we
want.
hit-
They don't want.
Uh,
if we want real fantasy viewers, that's not what they want.
That's what they've asked for, so we continue
Disagree.
to give it to them, whether we want to or not at this point.
That's
so
not what the people want.
we're investigative reporters, and
Also, wait.
we report the news. Yep.
Shit, I do have a Funko Pop.
Oh, sucking on Rafi's
yeah.
toes.
I got
I mean,
Raffy.
that's a mini Funko, so you're kind of just like it's like a gateway drug.
Yeah.
That'll be the only one I do. And
What are you gonna
that's
do
a
to it?
fun little gift.
Yeah. What are you doing with
Yeah.
that thing?
Yeah,
What
what
are
are
you
you
gonna
gonna
do
do?
with it?
Anything to it.
I've seen
been doing
Funkos
it.
smaller than that. There's smaller Funkos if you want to really, dip your toes in
Unfortunately,
the
yes,
water.
there are.
Ideally, they would all be so small that they don't exist.
Microscopic Funkos are next. Actually,
Yeah,
you put them under a microscope and you
microplastic
just admire
Funkos.
them.
I got fucking Funkos in my blood.
I'm replacing my white blood cells with Funko Pop.
I've been
Um,
using a Funko Pop as a cutting board, so there's a
Why
lot
are
of
they all
Funko in
Wednesday
my blood.
Addams? All right. Well,
It was
Welcome back to
weird,
the
but that
show.
was weirder. Like,
what do you mean?
You told us the Funko Pop you want to fuck. What do you mean?
No. I was just talking about white blood cell Funko Pops. Anyway, you can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook at Those Fantasy Dudes. Follow us on X at Fantasy Dudes Pod. Give us money by clicking the link in our Instagram bio. You can also
Please.
find, our YouTube and all the various podcast links in that bio as well. And yeah, while you're over there on whatever platform you're on, make sure to hit that notification bell. That way you never miss an episode. We try to upload every single Wednesday. That way you can get an episode before games begin on Thursday evening. But yeah, we're here to have a good time, talk shit about our team, each other's teams, talk shit about each other. Mainly just try to get one of us to quit by the end of the season would be a goal of mine. I think,
Yeah,
for that, so,
cyberbullying. That's what we do here.
I
yeah.
Lots
will
of it.
sooner get shot in a violent incident with you than quit the fantasy football league.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Careful what you
Okay.
wish for.
You ever
John
think
lives in
about, like,
Florida.
how-
You got to
I was gonna
remember.
say, that's true.
You ever think
That
about how
doesn't-
we're in a dynasty league? At one point, one of us is going to die. How do we replace that team?
Suicide pact. One of us dies, you all die.
Everybody
That
has to
league
set
would
up
be
a
disbanded?
fantasy football team will, and you have to like show up formally to somebody's doorstep and say like, Tyler has
They should
chosen
probably
you.
will their team to somebody else.
Carries.
That would be the first thing in my will is who gets my dynasty team. It's not
I'm
either
gonna
of you
make it a
fuckers,
real
I'll tell you that.
Burden for people. Like I'm gonna give it to somebody who does not want it, but make it like a really big deal.
Give it to someone who's quit the league off
I'm gonna
something
will it to
stupid like
TJ.
Mason Rudolph. That's a great idea.
He's such a nice guy. He'd do it.
He is.
Be like anything for you, Jake.
He's past those big milestones in his life. Like he had to get married and all this stuff. So now that that's out of the way, he could probably just, run your fantasy team.
He's got
You know what I
nothing else
mean?
going on, I'd assume.
Oh, we have our first question of the show. Why don't we answer it right now? Would y'all do Jamar Dubes? Wait, what? Wait,
Jamar, Dubes, Romeo Dubes, Dobbs.
Yep, Mario Dobbs, Hubbard for Puka K9. Who the fuck is K9?
is this? Wait,
K9 and
Okay.
Pickens.
A dog?
who is Puka and his dog?
Are you a real dog? They put
Wait.
they got Air Bud now.
Jamar Chase, Romeo Dubes, and Hubbard for Puka and Pickens. No, I would not do that. I would.
No, there's
Well-
there's clearly another player. I don't know the K9.
Is it Kyron Williams,
Oh,
maybe?
Kenneth Walker. You said.
Kenneth Walker?
Oh,
Okay.
Kenneth
Okay,
Walker.
okay.
Okay, so
in
Jamar.
Dynasty. We're
Yeah,
talking
I'm
and
Dynasty?
that's-
assuming.
Dynasty
Has
or
to be.
redraft? Has to be Dynasty.
What side
Probably
do I
Dynasty.
want more of that?
Because who's making trades in redraft
Uh,
already? I feel like that's so
Probably, I
early.
mean, honestly, I feel like I like the Puka side better. Dobbs has a lot of competition in a high-powered
Oh,
offense.
he said redraft. It's redraft.
Oh, redraft.
Redraft,
That's
wow.
really making trades already in redraft.
Damn. Maybe just don't do any trades yet.
I would do the Puka side.
Yeah.
I think Kenneth Walker's a big upgrade over Hubbard. I think
I agree.
Pickens
Oh,
and Dobbs
for
are
sure.
about, same footing. And I think Jamar Chase has been kind of lackluster. So
He hasn't even. I mean, well, I wouldn't call him lackluster. He's been an incredible wide receiver. He just with Burrow being out and then him being injured, like that's made
Yeah.
it seem worse. But if he doesn't sign that contract, although he went out to practice today, right?
yeah,
So-
he
Jamar
practiced
did, yeah.
today, so I don't know.
So that's tough to say. But I would take the Puka side.
Yeah, I feel like there's
I mean,
more quality players on that side too, potentially.
Jobs was on the waivers for me in my 10-man. I'm sure this is a 12 or a 14, but I picked him up today.
Yeah.
And Hubbard will be great for the first couple weeks, but I mean, I don't know. I don't buy it for an entire season. He's not that good.
No, he's gonna get replaced by Jonathan.
Yeah.
Jonathan
As soon
whatever,
as
Jonathan
Brooks is
Brooks.
back, he's taking the workload.
What about Miles
they're in no
Sanders?
rush.
What about Miles Sanders? Come
Yeah,
on.
you at one point were genuine about that. So
I
And
hate
moving
how
on.
just Miles Sanders. It was what a travesty.
you're big
All right.
Miles Sanders.
Anyways, if you're watching on YouTube and you want to listen to us, you can do so on the various podcast platforms. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, CastBox, Reason, Radio Republic, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Bullhorn, Castro, Podchaser, Podcast Addict, Podbean, Podcast Guru, Podcast Republic, and Podverse for Spotify for podcasters, our host platform. Jeez, man.
Man, you
A lot of
fucked it up
pressure on
there,
the live.
and then you picked it back
Yeah.
up, but then you did not finish strong.
You fell off.
Yeah,
John.
I forgot about Podverse at the end. I don't think anybody listening
If-
is using Podverse.
What is
so-
Podverse? I'm sorry.
Dude, I don't think anybody fucking who's using anything other than Spotify and Apple.
I probably nobody.
YouTube
People.
maybe.
Stitcher is a big Android one, so I feel like people maybe use that, but I don't know.
Castbox.
That I think most of these are like for old people who just discovered what a podcast is. So it's like a link from an NPR station.
How do I listen to Joe Rogan?
We should see what it takes to get an AM radio station.
Probably not a lot.
Not much. Yeah,
Probably
we could,
not much. That can't be
we
that
could probably
expensive.
scrap that together. Yeah.
We could, yeah,
just need
Jake,
an
that
FCC
could be your
license.
one contribution to the show. Just find us an AM radio station that we could have.
This show would be nothing but you two jacking each other off if it weren't for me.
We would.
It already
I
is,
would be.
so
It's
sorry.
hard for me to be nice or not nice to Tyler because, like, look at him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I don't
Anyways,
think it's that expensive to start at a radio station. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's like $100,000. It's
well,
not that
nowadays I
expensive.
think you could just do it from home.
You can start
do
a
anything
fucking
from home.
TV station. Just make a YouTube channel. Radio's
Yeah.
dying, brother. I'm not sinking $100,000 in a radio. That's
I think you're wrong.
Not a
man.
good
I think I should
investment.
Come back.
That's like buying a Blockbuster in like 2011. Like,
I don't
if
know
that's
a
good
lot about
call.
radios, but I think I could build a transmitter at home.
Okay,
FBI, this
Build-
man.
build it in your
Right here.
Cypress basement.
something to do with microwaves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Yeah.
Oh man.
something like that.
Put your head
All right,
near
I'll
it.
move on. I'll move on, but I've showed you guys the video where the guy's running a light bulb from across the room with microwaves, right?
Yeah,
using,
with
like,
like
a
he made
potato
like
or
a
something?
plasma ray out of his microwave oven. It was crazy.
Yeah, look it up on YouTube. You'll find it. Anyway, let's
Okay.
let's move on. I couldn't
Crazy
Link in the
stuff.
bio. Link in the bio. It's a plasma microwave lighting bulb.
It's
lighting
actually a sick video. Everyone should watch it.
bulb. Okay. You know what else is a sick video?
Fuck.
Unlimited diarrhea.
You know what? I thought that was gonna be Brittany Mahomes. That's good.
I
I'm
thought so
happy.
too.
No.
I thought that was the Britney drop right there. I was like, fuck.
No, it's not. But this is.
Ah,
Brittany Mahomes update. Brittany Mahomes update.
Update.
I'm tired of this.
This segment is purely for comedic purposes, and I do not stand by any of the claims I have just made. We hope to see you back every week for updates on Brittany Mahomes and possibly some fantasy football insights along the way. Thank you for your time.
Tyler, you. Oh,
I had to
Everything
put
about
together
that
a
was
disclaimer because I don't want people to actually think we're serious, which we are, but we're not because this is all
No,
for
you're
satirical
serious.
comedy. No, I'm
No.
not. No,
No,
You're
legally,
serious,
Did you make a
I'm
disclaimer?
legally, disclaimer.
I'm serious.
Yeah,
I've never
I-
been in on any of this. I'm the least legally culpable. Tyler's an accessory, and John is fucking going to prison.
Jay, you write the script every week. I'm
I
just
don't write
reading
it.
it.
You just said I don't do anything.
Well, this is again. It's yeah.
You just
You
said
don't.
that. So
Except
Okay,
for
but
the
again, I
script.
just said that
What do you
I don't
mean?
stand by any claims. Do you want me to play the disclaimer again? Because I don't stand by. Okay,
No,
this
the
segment is
disclaimer
purely for
again.
comedic purposes, and I do not stand by any of the claims I just made. We hope to see you back every week for updates on Brittany Mahomes and possibly some fantasy football insights along the way. Thank you for your time.
I thought you did that.
So again,
live.
I don't stand by.
I
the
thought you
claim.
did that live.
No.
I was like,
I'm
oh, that's
not
a good
gonna
one.
lie.
Time bit. You're serious. Oh yeah, no, that's probably a good idea. You just say some crazy shit.
I've said a lot of crazy stuff, and I've scripted it for now on, especially if we're going to be live, because who knows what's going to come out of my mouth if it's not scripted. Here we go. Are you guys ready?
Unfortunately,
ever be.
yes.
Okay. It's not like a big update. It's just like a grandiose, like, hey, I'm so happy we're doing this again. Anyway, here we go.
Oh, God.
Well, here we are. Us three dudes are back at it again, delivering the hard-hitting updates on the beloved NFL wife and beautiful mother of almost three, Brittany Mahomes. Boy, have I missed getting the opportunity to share her life with all of you on a weekly basis. It just isn't enough to talk about her lavish vacations, endless self-made sponsorship deals, and entrepreneurial successes once a month. We never could have expected some of the milestones we got last season in this one-of-a-kind segment that is truly impossible to replicate on any other show. Many have tried, but nothing beats the Brittany Mahomes update helmed by yours truly and its equal contributors, Jake and Tyler, on the Those Fantasy Dudes podcast. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause. You should be proud.
Yay.
Jake, you did it, man. Come on. I would be more proud of this than your 3 championships. But
that's
you're not.
that's not even true.
This is something to be proud of, Jake. The people love this.
2 million
I-
followers. She doesn't get
I-
there without us. I'm telling you right now.
Write in and tell John you have a message for me if you like this segment. Because I'll meet you and fight you.
Okay. And I'll stand by you and fight
In
you and fight
Minecraft?
Jake.
Legal disclaimer,
Yeah.
he means in Minecraft. He doesn't
I
mean
don't mean in
real life.
Minecraft.
Terrible Minecraft.
I mean, if you want the smoke and you want to fight, send us a message and tell us you like the Brittany Mahomes segment.
I feel like that everybody would say
People
that and
enjoy
mean
it. Come on.
Yeah.
No, they-
You
Don't
know
listen
what?
to Jake. Don't be a hater.
somebody has to empower her because who else is
I
gonna
think
do it for
less
her?
of anybody who enjoys this.
With that being said, let's get into our first update of the 2024 NFL season. As we all know, Brittany is not only a supportive wife, but also empowering women at every turn with her dedication to health and fitness. Recently, she was a featured guest on the fitness-related podcast known as Whoop. On the podcast, Brittany said, quote, "I'm excited to have another kiddo running around the house causing chaos. Round 3, she said. And I'm still doing active things and making sure the kids know this is the kind of life we live. We don't just sit in the house and watch TV, Jake." All right. Seeing that she's dipping her feet into this podcast space means it's truly only a matter of time until she takes the leap and joins us on the Those Fantasy Dudes podcast. She may be the self-made entrepreneur and empowering public figure, but she wouldn't be the definition of NFL wife success without the three of us getting her name out there in the airwaves. Brittany, we don't require a thank you, and we ask nothing in return for our efforts. Seeing you succeed has given us more joy than all the money in the world could buy.
Nope.
We feel empowered every single week. and it's our civic duty to keep this train rolling, Jake. Brittany's voice and influence will transcend her target audience and change the way they see NFL wives across this divided country. I say nay to people who troll Brittany in the comments. She is a self-made independent woman that would have achieved the same level of success if she had never met Patrick Mahomes. To end this speech,
This
that will
feels
go down
misogynistic.
in the history
I
books.
gotta say.
I will leave you with this disclaimer once again. This segment is purely for comedic purposes, and I do not stand by any of the claims I have just made. We hope to see you back every week for updates on Brittany Mahomes and possibly some fantasy football insights along the way. Thank you for your time. And that's
Oh wow! I like how most
Pretty
of the
much
disclaimer is not even a disclaimer. It's just you saying we talk about fantasy football sometimes. Please come back. Please listen to us more. Thank you.
Please don't
I
let
swear to
this
God, we get
dissuade
to it
you.
eventually.
There's like
swear
3
to
words of
Christ.
disclaimer.
Please don't let this dissuade you from listening to the rest of the show.
Oh
Would you guys
wow!
actually want to talk about some football now? Are you ready
Oh,
for some
please,
football?
God, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Thursday night.
I'm so excited for tomorrow night, brother.
Kansas City.
Oh.
I can't
NFL
wait.
news and injury updates.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
LFG. Yeah, it's football season again, boys. How are we feeling?
Brother,
Nervous,
you know,
excited.
You ever seen that video of Kevin James when he's at the NASCAR event and he goes, "God bless this country, and gentlemen, start your engines."
Yes.
It's way louder, but I would overmodulate the mic. That's how I feel.
Okay. Jake's
That's
fired
how I
up.
feel, but more handsome than Kevin James.
Yeah, but way less successful. So
Kevin James is pretty handsome.
I wouldn't say way less, slightly less, marginally
did
less.
you make Mall Cop and basically star in every Adam Sandler movie?
I'm in most of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you Rob Schneider in disguise? I didn't know that.
No, you remember when in Happy Gilmore when he fights Bob Barker on the golf course and he rolls down the hill and everyone's like, "Oh my God, you hit Bob Barker." That was me. I'm the stunt double.
Oh no shit.
I'm Bob
Are you
Barker's
gonna
stunt double.
Are you gonna be
I
in the
think
sequel
Bob
and play
Barker
Drew
did that.
Carey? Because I think that's happening.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that sequel. I fucking love Happy Gilmore. That was like a prime movie in my childhood.
they're
gonna
gonna
be
ruin
atro-
it. They're gonna
gonna be
ruin it.
so
It's gonna be
bad.
horrible. It's
Did you see
never
the-
I
worked.
don't think so.
Did you guys see the Minecraft trailer?
I don't want
Yeah.
to.
I didn't watch
Minecraft
it, but
movie?
I did see it came out.
Looks absolutely atrocious. It's just
Yeah.
Jack Black.
That's
Playing
crazy.
himself.
I can't believe the cash grab Minecraft movie looks bad. I thought that was going to be a good thing.
You mean
Cast of Jack Black, Jason Momoa, and then 2. I mean, I know who they are, but quote unquote
What?
no name actors in the
Oof.
Minecraft world.
All right.
Speaking of Minecraft, DeMar
wanna-
Hamlin is going to make his
Oh,
first
thank
NFL
God.
start since his on-field medical incident against the Bengals.
Good
He
for
hasn't been
him.
a starter at all, but they're hurting now. They're like, ooh, yeah, we lost a lot of people in the offseason. DeMar, get out there, first team.
Yeah.
It's still so funny that he died on field and came back, and they gave the comeback player of the year to Flacco. He does fit the actual
That's such a
award
Joe
better.
Flacco award.
That's
Man,
so fucking funny.
Maybe make another award for a guy who dies on the field and comes back, and like, yes, he came back to life, but it's not like we're giving an Oscar to Frankenstein every year. You know what I mean? Just give it to the guy who came back and played football.
Frankenstein's not a real guy.
It's actually
No.
Frankenstein's monster, John. It's not actually Frankenstein.
Yeah, you should
Get your
know
facts
that.
right.
Okay, whatever. So I'm trying to-
When I started this podcast with John, I thought this would be a great opportunity for me to talk about the philosophy of fantasy football and what works and what kind of players you should be going after. What kind of
we do. We'll get there. You have to go on your tangents, though.
Yeah.
We're 21 minutes in. We're talking about fucking Funko Pops, Brittany Mahomes, and Frankenstein's monster. The goddamn Minecraft.
And the Minecraft.
We're
movie,
getting
yeah,
there.
I get that.
Not everything happens all at once. We're fine.
like that? You like that?
I
We're
don't
gonna
like
get
that.
there.
That's me.
Jake loves
That's me
it.
right now. He loves it.
Let's go, baby.
Oh,
All right.
Bo Nix.
So,
Come on,
yeah.
let's do something else.
Bo Nix, the boy, Bo
Hell
Nix,
yeah.
has
Did you
officially been
skip the
named.
first story?
Did I skip the first story?
Did you skip my fucking?
No.
Damar Hamlin's back.
Damar Hamlin. First story.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever, man. Keep going.
Hey, man.
Did John
it
write a
is-
really tasteless joke in there?
Probably. I don't know. I legitimately don't see a story above it.
You can.
We'll
yeah.
keep-
Never mind. Never mind.
We'll keep going. Yeah, you ruined Bo Nix's moment like that, dude. He's been named a Denver Broncos team captain. He's a rookie. He's the first
Aw.
Broncos rookie to get this honor since 1967.
It's pretty crazy.
So they have not drafted well.
No, they have not.
They have not drafted well. Yeah,
him,
there he
man.
is. Him and his pal. It's not Tim
Troy
Patrick.
Franklin.
Troy
Troy Franklin,
Franklin.
thank you.
Troy Franklin.
Wait.
Troy Franklin.
Troy Franklin.
Oh man, I need Troy Franklin to be a guy.
I don't think he's
He
gonna
might be,
Jake. I'll tell
but
you right
I
now.
wouldn't get your hopes up. I don't know, man.
I've been trying to trade for Bo Nix, and Ben won't trade him. He's like, "Well, he could only go up in value." I'm like, "Who else is going to trade for everyone else?" Like, he has 3 starting quarterbacks and Bo Nix.
Yes, I would also like to trade for the 29th best quarterback in the NFL right now.
Fuck.
Hey, when Tua's your top guy, you're probably going to be trying to do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have Kirk and Derek Carr and
Yeah.
Spencer Rattler. It's
Okay,
quite
so-
the QB room.
3
Yeah.
people that basically shouldn't be starting in a year.
Yeah, but I also have 3 top 5 options for running back. So suck
Okay.
a fart.
We'll get to that. Tyler, what else we got?
The fart sucking we will get to. Tight end Kyle Pitts is already dealing with hamstring issues. This is just a couple days before the start of the season. He's limited to practice, according to head coach Raheem Morris.
Man,
Is
I'm
this
so
it
glad
already?
I traded him away. I'm so glad I traded him away, man. Maybe
You
he
loved
comes
the
back,
roller
he's
coaster.
great.
Don't lie. Don't lie. You loved it a little bit.
It was really fun, every week being like, oh, he got 3.9 points again. Exactly. He got like 2 receptions for 11 yards. That was like his ceiling. And then every now and then he'll get like 16 points. And it's like, what? But I'll still my other players suck that week. So it didn't actually help me. So no, I'm very happy to be done with the Kyle Pitts experiment. None of us drafted him anywhere, did we?
No, I had the opportunity to, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't at the 5th.
I may have.
Redraft
Because
redraft.
I want to know. Yeah, it's a redraft, very low stakes, not a money league. But I'm like, I want a little piece of this. This could be kind of fun.
Where are you playing a non-money league right now?
Family league, friend
I'm in
league.
a non-money family league as well. It's 8 man. So
I think there's 3 I have that are non-money. Yeah. Anyway,
I can't. What non-money?
Jesus, Tyler, I would
Even
not be
20
putting in the
I
same.
thought I
amount
was
of
a
effort.
gambling addict.
3
Jake.
non-money leagues.
You're shaking your head
Yeah,
at
brother.
non-money fantasy.
I don't give a- I like winning money in this. This is the only gambling I do.
I've never won money in fantasy football, not one time.
You literally have only sank money into this for like a decade.
Yeah,
Oops, all money.
I've made my money back twice.
No,
and
that's me.
it.
Oops, all money.
Oops, all money.
Crazy.
No fun.
I'm like-
Only money.
God, what am I up at this point? I mean, I'm up at least $1,200, if not more.
We should do a segment where it shows
what you
kind
should
of like
do.
how deep into the red I am and how far into the green that you are. And Tyler's
Yeah.
probably somewhere in the middle.
You guys are probably net zero between the two of you.
Honestly, I might have
Most
won back
likely.
where John's lost. It could be possible.
Dude, I'm actually kind of in the need of some money right now. I think you could help me out. No.
Please send us money. Link in the Instagram bio.
I
Chiefs
actually
wide
agree.
receiver Chiefs wide receiver Hollywood Brown has been ruled out officially
Oh,
for Thursday Night
very-
Football against Baltimore in the season opener. This is not surprising, though. He's been doubtful for the last few days. He's nursing a shoulder injury, I believe.
It was
and-
a weird thing with his clavicle that happened in like the first preseason game, and I don't know how bad it is, but I hope he's back because I traded for the guy. So
Yeah, I think that will be worth keeping an eye on. I have him in a couple places to stash in the IR slot for the first game or two. People were saying 3 to 4 weeks at one point. I don't know if that's I guess backed up by any fact that I have seen, but I've heard that. I don't know what you guys have heard.
hey man, this is when we need Dr. Logan on the show to speak to that. You know what I mean?
So keep an eye on him, but he could be pretty good when he comes back. Pat Mahomes, we don't know what that looks like yet. It could be pretty exciting. Jake traded with Logan to acquire Jerome Ford in Dynasty. One was on last Friday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Within the hour of that happening, a beat report story broke saying that, quote, Jerome Ford is poised to have another strong season in the featured back role.
Hell yeah, he is, baby.
I don't see how that's a headline because everybody kind of
mean-
knew that, but like the timing is pretty funny.
It's
pretty good.
really funny. I
Yeah.
mean, I got Zeke Elliott, which I was like, maybe he's something this year. I don't know. He's been in the offense before, but Ford and a 2027 first from Dane, a team that I view as kind of on the edge of needing a rebuild. So either he'll come knocking for it, or I'll just use it and it'll be better. And I had to send away Calvin Ridley, Tyler Conklin, and a 2027 third.
And you got a first as well. Let's
That's what I'm
not
saying.
forget
I got
that.
Dane's 2027 first. I just said that.
Okay.
Gross.
Yeah. So Ridley, I traded for him. Well, he was suspended for a second for Ridley. He served as good backup last year. And then Tyler Conklin, I traded for Minshew, who I got off waivers. So essentially, I traded Gardner Minshew, a third and a second for Zeke Elliott, Ford, and a 2027 first.
Logan is
Part of the
so
deal.
back and forth with who he considers his guys. Like all of a sudden he'll be like, "Oh no, Calvin Ridley's my guy, man!" Like out of nowhere, out of the ether, he'll say that.
I love
First it was
Logan.
Keenan Allen. Then
Dude,
it was
I-
Deebo Samuel, traded him away, and then he's got Calvin Ridley. So maybe
He just-
he's
I mean,
knows
he's-
something we don't.
He's lost out on a bunch of depth and a bunch of really good pieces.
He's just let him
Still got a really
in
good
and
team.
out, in and out, and he just cycles players.
Like when I went to him originally, I asked, I was like, hey, can I either get Hill or Waddle off of you or trade you Tua and get Herbert? Because I still had Keenan at the time. Keenan was still on the Chargers, and he would not trade Herbert and then traded Herbert.
Right. He's very hot and cold,
Yeah.
man. You just got to
Yeah.
hit him on the right day, I guess.
Man, again, we've said it before, but this man's a doctor. He's so smart.
But I've talked about this
But it's not
before. is
fantasy
People who
football.
are doctors, sometimes it doesn't translate to other parts of life.
You're not
He
street
can tell
smart.
you-
You're book smart, kid. You got to brush
Yeah.
up on the
You-
fantasy.
Pieces of muscles and tendons that we have no idea exist. But man, you get that guy in front of Calvin Ridley, and he's a fiend.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
much.
like, oh baby.
Clears him
Speaking
medically for his
of-
medical team.
Yeah, speaking of more injuries here, this is super unfortunate to hear, and I don't know what it is with NFL players and gun-related
shot.
incidents lately. Yeah, Ricky Pearsall officially placed on the PUP list after getting shot in the chest during a
Damn.
armed robbery attempt last week. I saw that they have pressed charges or have arraigned a 17-year-old kid
Oh my
as
God.
being the perpetrator of this. It's a really sad situation all the way around. I had heard
Yeah,
talks that this was all around like a watch or something. It was just something really not worth it for
I
anybody.
think trying to steal a Rolex from him or something.
Yeah, just sickening. It's not good. I think this was in San Francisco too. So raise your kids right. Make sure that they don't feel the need or have to do things like this, right? It's just like
Yeah.
as a
There's
head
always
scratcher.
Same thing happened to Brian Robinson. I mean, it's happened. It's happened a lot throughout the years.
It's happened a number of
I just
times
don't-
through the history of the NFL.
I just don't understand why. Like, I mean, Ricky Purcell, maybe, I guess as a rookie, you don't have security, but once you're on that second contract money or, you start getting some brand endorsements, pay a guy. Just have a guy with you. Like, why would you be rolling around just for, like having, especially if you want to wear jewelry and shit? Like,
Yeah.
if you want to have nothing on you but your cards and your phone, whatever, and sure, but I don't get that. I'll never understand making that quantity of money, being a flashy person, being a public name, and then not having security.
Yeah, and we don't know the details of what really happened, but I mean,
Right.
I-
But it's
I agree
dangerous.
with you,
You know,
but
you got to be
yeah.
careful. You got to be careful. Number one. I mean, number two, it's a he's a victim. We're not
Yeah.
saying that this is his fault by any means.
Oh
but
no, I'm not a victim.
it's just
blaming.
one of
I
those
just don't-
things, man. Like it's horrible. Yeah, you're a rookie. You're brand new to this life. He hasn't even played a game in the NFL yet. He has all
Yeah.
these people in his ear. Probably he's thinking all these things, swirling thoughts, and then like something like this happens. It's just crazy.
I also don't get just not handing over the watch.
maybe the
You
guy
know,
just wanted to shoot
Heat
him
of the
and take
moment,
it.
I mean,
dude.
if
You
I
never
had a
know.
fucking gun. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd have to be pretty confident about my ability to take out the guy with the gun.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Trying to think of a good segue out of that, but
yeah. How do we talk about
Doesn't
Leonard
exist.
Fournette after
You
that?
got any more Brittany
doesn't
Mahomes
exist.
stuff?
Yeah, this is totally related. Leonard Fournette visited with the Colts on Monday. That would be hilarious.
That would be gross.
That would be crazy. Yeah. I would love that if Jonathan Taylor went down. Like maybe we see a little
You
playoff
have
Lenny
Leonard Fournette?
in the regular season, you know? I
Playoff
don't have
Lenny's
him
dead.
anywhere, but I'll pick him up.
Brother, he's practice squad Lenny right now.
Playoff Lenny's been dead for 3
I
years,
mean,
John.
if Dalvin Cook can get signed in Dallas, I don't see why
Alright,
Leonard Fournette.
Brother,
couldn't get
Dalvin
signed,
Cook
you
was
know?
playing last year.
Not
and, like,
barely. He
wasn't
played like
good,
10
but he-
snaps. Just saying.
Some snaps.
Yeah.
Hardly.
Needless to say, I don't think Leonard Fournette is going to exactly be fantasy relevant. Even if he does get signed somewhere, that's a wait and see for sure. If you're in Dynasty and you like that sort of risk, then I guess go for it. But
I can't imagine
Yeah.
anybody who should be rostering Leonard Fournette in Dynasty.
no, can't imagine it.
It is fucking crazy though to see running backs like Leonard Fournette or like Todd Gurley and Le'Veon Bell. It's like how they're able to just drop off a cliff after like they're really good one season and then the very next season nobody even wants to sign them. It's
Todd
like
Gurley, dude. I read some crazy stat that he's still like top X% for touchdowns in the league, even though he hasn't played since 2017.
he was really good. He was
And
really good.
he was kind of an end of the dying breed too, of that full like every down guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we have
Todd
Bijan
Gurley was
Robinson.
insane. People forget.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a nothing burger here, but worth mentioning. Clyde Edwards-Helaire was placed on the PUP, placed on the PUP list, and will automatically miss the first 4 games as they do. Main backups behind Isaiah Pacheco include Samaje Perine and Carson Man of Steel.
It's Carson Steele, but I feel like that could be his
Carson,
nickname for
man
the
of
season.
steel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, unless you guys have something better that you think it could be.
I mean, that's fine.
he should just change his name to Carson Wentz.
Yeah. Well, isn't Carson Wentz also on that team?
Whoa,
Is he the Chiefs
wait,
backup right now? I think he
wait,
is.
is he? Is he?
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's on
Oh
the
my
Chiefs.
god! Oh my god, he is!
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Oh
What?
my god!
Oh
Oh
my
my god!
Damn. Fuck. All right. So we so we get into some talking matchups for the first time since January.
Oh my god!
Let's do it.
Talking matchups.
Let's go, man. So obviously we haven't had any games happen yet, so we can't really talk about how our matchups went, but we can speculate on how they might go in week 1. And we have quite a week 1 on the horizon. Jake and I are playing each other in both of the big leagues. Tyler has some big matchups as well, but I think we're going to kick it off and talk the Dynasty League first. So why don't we pull that up?
Oh, I got it right here, brother. All right. How is it that we always end up playing
I don't
Week
know,
one.
man. I'm
This
not
happens.
forcing
Dynasty.
that to happen. I think it just kind of happens.
Well,
man.
Dynasty and League of Record.
It doesn't always happen. 'Cause trust me, I have the whole. Well, I don't have the Dynasty one here, but League of Record, it does alternate.
Well, I feel like it
Anyway.
feels like we play a lot. Maybe it's just because these feel like the biggest games in my mind because other people don't talk as much shit.
A little history real quick here. We have had this Dynasty League. This is going into the 4th season. Jake and I have played each other 5 times, and I have won 4 of those matchups. The only loss came in the 2021 semifinals where Jake went on to win the championship.
That's right,
John
baby.
would have won the ship on the back of a last-second breakaway touchdown by Najee Harris on Monday Night Football if he started Devonta Smith over Van Jefferson against Jake in the semifinals.
That's such a crazy Devonta Smith over
What?
Van
That's such a crazy
Jefferson.
what if. Like, yeah,
That's the what if.
Sean would have
One
won
start sit.
on this
It's
play
one
if
start
he
sit.
had subbed this guy for this guy, and also it was raining, and Jake wasn't feeling
Oh
that good
my
and forgot
God,
to
it
start
was
the
one
defense.
start
It's
sit
such a
decision.
John thing to do, brother.
I'm just
So
saying.
John.
I'm just fucking.
It would have been
saying.
one thing if it was like, yeah, if I advanced, then I would have won with that lineup. But it's like, yeah, I would have won with that lineup if also
That's
I had
literally what
started.
this is. That's literally what this start. Whatever. Fuck you
It's
guys.
a little self-serving, but I understand.
Hey man, I got to take the wins where I get them, and I usually get them in the regular season against Jake in the Dynasty
That's-
League. I've won every single
Man.
matchup in the Dynasty League in the regular season against Jake. It really means nothing, sadly, but
Regular season wins. You know how that goes.
All-time standings. Tyler's up on both of us, 33-9.
oh really?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
slam dunking you guys.
I was
Yeah,
at the top for a while.
You've had here. To be fair, though, Tyler, you have had the easiest schedule. You have 300 less points against than me.
We've talked about this before, yeah.
Yeah,
Tyler.
we have talked this through before.
We've been in the
Which
Dynasty
is-
League for how many years?
Yeah, across 40 games, it's still several. I mean,
But
that's-
also we've all
on
played the
average,
same
10
we
team.
points.
almost-
That's 10 points a game.
10 points is huge.
A game?
On average, across 3 years, yes, because it
Yeah,
hasn't.
it's
come
not my
in-
fault. The rest of the league fucking sucks.
No,
Why is that
it's
my
all about
fault?
the luck of the draw, the fact that you played
That's what
them
I'm
that
saying.
week. It's like
There's like
yeah.
3 good teams in our league right now. What are you talking
Yeah,
about? You're like,
and
oh,
the
you're so
worst
lucky,
team.
bro. Easiest schedule ever.
You are lucky.
What the fuck?
The numbers say it. There's nothing to argue.
Oh my
Jake's looking
god.
at the data, man. Jake's and
10
that's all
points
fantasy
a
football
fucking
is,
game.
dude.
That's like
I
a
would
kicker,
just-
Jake.
Yeah, then you play without a kicker and see how you do.
I'll probably still fucking win.
I
By
have
10.
4 of the top 10 highest weekly high scores. Just
All right, we're not here to talk about that though. Let's
That-
go into
that's-
our
That's important.
matchup for this
That's important.
week. Quick refresher of our teams. Jake, what's your starting lineup going into this week?
so good, dude.
Okay, don't need that. Just say the player's name.
I've got Tua Tagovailoa, Christian McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, Justin Jefferson, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Saquon Barkley, Jalen Waddle, and Matt Gay, who is apparently now questionable.
Oh no, what are you gonna do? Everybody get a kicker off the waivers
Sit
right
him, I
now. If you're
dare you.
listening, everybody grab all the kickers off the waivers so Jake can't get a kicker.
That's what I'm doing when I tank. When I have a really bad team someday, I'm just going to roster every viable kicker. And
Oh,
then
we're
if your
never getting
kicker goes
good
down or
kickers.
you have a bye week, dude, you're done.
Kickers are going nowhere in this league. I just want you to know that. So deal with it, Jake.
What do you mean? I'm nothing to deal
Let's hear your lineup, John.
My starting lineup, we got Jalen Hurts, we got Bijan Robinson, Joe Mixon, AJ Brown, Deebo Samuel, Deebo Samuel Sr., Sam Laporta, Devontae Adams, Najee Harris, and Dicker the kicker. I'm pretty confident. You know, I wouldn't be hyping my team up, grabbing the Funko Pops, putting them on my fucking desk if I wasn't confident. Okay. Every single week, I'm gonna be here rubbing Deebo's tummy for luck and
Ooh.
kissing Jalen Hurts.
I hate
Okay.
that.
I'm gonna be rubbing their tummies. Come on, Devontae, one more touchdown.
Oh,
Ooh. Please stop.
It's
That
like
was
those.
heinous,
What are those
brother.
dolls where you poke and prod them? Like right here, I'm like, he'll hear me in his helmet.
two dolls. And you're like, Devo, I need you to score right here, Devo.
Post around, run a post around.
You don't even know shit about playing actual football. You're
Anything,
just saying run a
Jake. I
post
played
route.
Madden.
Oh shit.
A post route means run to the post.
Describe that. What does the post mean?
The post is
Straight.
the goal post. You go straight, and then you cut in if he's on the outside, or if you're in the middle and in the slot, you go straight to the post.
I don't know if that's right.
Google
I
it.
think that's right. I hate to
Is that
say
really
it.
why it's called the post round?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought it
Football's
was
a very simple sport at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like,
We're gonna get roasted. Just move on. Don't talk about
Yeah.
actual football.
anyways,
of this
man,
is
again,
right.
4-1 against
No.
Jake. Let's look at the matchups here. It's the first time. This is talking matchups. I don't really know a lot about the opposing defenses going into this season, to be honest with you, but I'm confident with my team as a whole. I think every week, if you have Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown, you have a chance to put up 70 between them. The only thing is they're playing in Brazil on
that's so
Friday.
good. I hope they suck.
So I don't know
Yeah.
how that translates. They're wearing their black uniforms, which is kind of sick. Black helmet, black unis,
Yo.
green pants, and it looks fucking awesome.
That is kind of sick,
Friday?
actually.
Friday
This actually
8:15.
might be it.
that's
This is,
sick.
I think this is it.
Yeah, it's pretty
I don't
heat.
know. Unless I
pretty-
fucking
a lot of-
For
lot
our
of-
listeners, John's showing off a Funko Pop of Jalen Hurts
I swear to God, I think this is the outfit.
with
Whatever.
way more excitement than he should be.
Okay, well,
Oh,
the Debo
wow.
one's really cool. He's got a gold visor.
Fucking stop.
That is kind of
Anyways.
cool. It's kind of neat.
I'm pretty
It's a
confident.
Funko Pop.
Bijan Robinson, Joe Mixon, I love my team. I think any given week, my team has a chance to absolutely go nuclear and explode. And if history repeats itself, I think it could explode all over Jake this week. So,
Fuck. What?
what?
And then be bad for the rest of the season,
Yeah,
and then
that's what's gonna
barely
happen.
make playoffs and then lose.
There's no chance of barely making playoffs in this league. Like this week, Jake and I both put up 150.
I don't know. We got some mid-looking teams. You might have to fight for a roster spot because I got a bad
You
news
might
for you.
be.
You're the
There's no
bottom of the
fighting for
best.
the bottom. The top four is not. That doesn't mean
I
the
said you're the
bottom.
bottom of the best.
Okay,
you're gonna have to fight some of the mid teams that
My
do
chances
well.
are not that far off of yours. Not
I
that far
don't
off.
know.
Your team is not considerably better than me on a given week. It's not. You have Tua. Congrats. I mean, I don't know, dude. What the fuck? Anyway, I'm gonna kick your ass. What do you think about the matchup, Jake?
I think it's going to go pretty well. I mean, I feel very excited about my roster. I don't have any like smash matchups where I'm like, oh, that's going to go crazy. I am really hoping for Saquon Barkley to take a lot of work away from Jalen Hurts because Green Bay is not a particularly good team against the rush. So that would be nice to see Saquon rush in a big touchdown and take away that tush push from Hurts. Or get some goal line work. But other than that, I mean, they're all pretty lukewarm matchups. I don't love Ayuk playing against Sauce Gardner. I think that's going to be a tough look for him. But he did just get paid, so he's kind of got to go out there and show why they paid him.
Who's
and I
Sauce
think-
going to be on? Is he going to be on Debo or Ayuk? Because
Definitely Ayuk.
okay, that
I
works
would
out
agree
well.
with that. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't think that they're going to have. Debo doesn't run quite as many deep routes.
No,
How do
he'll
you
get a
feel
screen and
about-
then just run 40 yards up the field?
How do you feel about starting 3 San Francisco 49ers, Jake?
Fine. They're one
Yeah,
of the
I
best
mean-
offenses in football right now.
I'll give it to you. That's if there is a team to do that, I think that's one of them. That's that's
I
always
figured-
been a little weird to me.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of fine for me because there are teams where like I definitely wouldn't do that. But Christian McCaffrey, inarguable must start. George Kittle, I might end up swapping for Evan Ingram. I haven't quite decided yet.
Who's he playing?
he's just
he plays the Dolphins this week. I'm going to the game, so if you want to start him, I'll cheer against him.
he's just projected more, and I like when it gets in John's head when I'm 51% up, even if I know my starts
You
are better.
You mother.
It does,
Yeah.
though. It does. It bothers you.
Of course it does. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I hate looking
Yeah.
at all my matchups. Like if you look at these on your phone, it's
Yeah,
just
it's
like
red.
red, green,
Yep.
red. I'm like, I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see
So-
what you're saying.
That's a normal
I'm getting in your
reaction.
head.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
see, right there. That's why I'm in your head.
Fuck you, Jake. Fuck you.
It's
man.
the regular season. You're gonna win. I don't know why you're like so upset about it.
I'm not upset. I'm
Right.
I'm apprehensive and very excited and nervous at the same time. Anyway, Tyler, you got a matchup. You're playing Troy.
I do. The boy Troy. Yeah, no, he's got a good team. I like Troy's team a lot. I like our league. I know I was talking shit a minute ago, but
I'll see
I
him
like
this
our
week.
league a lot. There are a lot of really good Moneyball teams in this league. Troy's is one of them. His team: C.J. Stroud, James Cook, Isaiah Pacheco, Nico Collins, Lad McConkey, Dalton Schultz, Devin Singletary, Rashid Shaheed,
Cool
and,
name. Cool football name. Yeah.
fucking all-time football name for sure. And then
Yeah.
Jake
He's
Elliott.
got Bazooka Joe on the bench too. Not damn.
He
I
does.
mean, he could put
Um,
together like this roster could genuinely do some damage.
Yeah, it's a pretty good team. All of these guys have the potential to do really well.
Problem is
but-
he's got zero depth.
The problem is
does-
he's playing
well-
against me. Is the problem.
Okay,
He
well
has-
this week, yes. But
Yeah. Lamar Jackson, Alvin Kamara, Travis Etienne, CeeDee Lamb, Mike Evans, Mark Andrews, Michael Pittman, DK Metcalf, Justin Tucker.
his
Yeah, it
best
makes me want
players
to blow my brains out. And you have Aaron Jones, Josh Jacobs, Amir White, Josh Palmer, DJ Chark on the bench, Cole Kmet, Dawson Knox, Isaiah Likely. I mean, we've talked about this time and time again. Your team is disgusting in every way possible.
It's ludicrous. It's a ludicrous team.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're
not for nothing.
58% chance.
I'm
I don't know.
projected more than Tyler this week. So
I
is
mean,
Johnny.
Christian McCaffrey is projected like 22 points every game.
Yeah,
That is like by far and away the outlier, and like will always make you projected more. So
That's true.
yeah,
I mean,
that having
projections
him or
are like
Travis
assholes.
Kelce.
We all have one.
it's true. We do.
Um,
No, like I said, I like Troy's team a lot. I think this could have the potential to be a little bit of a sweat. But what I'm looking at here is Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews revenge game against Kansas City. I think they could pop off. I hope Mark Andrews is at full strength. I could also see Alvin Kamara going nuclear against Carolina. Just having a 4-touchdown game, first game of the season, is not out of the question. So yeah, I'm hoping for my stars to show up. The cool thing about this team is that it's star-studded. At least one is going to pop every week.
You would
It's
think
been
so.
it's been very rare that none have, but at least one guy is going to hopefully bail me out if anything gets sketchy. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Alvin Kamara is sneaky. I mean, he's fuck.
If
I'd
history
be
repeats
11
itself,
last time,
Tyler, you beat Troy in Week 13 of 2023 by 78 points.
Jesus,
Your
Christ.
wide receivers combined for 126 and 6 touchdowns. So
126 points.
126 points just from your wide receivers.
Oh, good God!
So
What?
yeah, you might be doing okay, is what I'm saying.
It's a good team.
We'll
It's
see.
a good team. I stand by it.
You have a great team, man. Cool. All right, let's go into the league of record. I kind of set up a little walk down memory lane here because Jake and I are playing each other in this league as well. Jake has been in this league since 2018. So I thought we would go through all 10 matchups that we've had against each other in this league. So why don't we do that? We'll go back to the old Yahoo days. Here we go.
Wow! Look
Matchup.
at that.
Number 1.
Wow. Oh
Jake's
god.
team name. Oh my God!
Jake
That's
Fuck
great.
Jack. His first ever,
Wow.
I think, introduction into fantasy where he had the 101 pick Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell sat out the entire year.
Oh,
Yeah,
that happened
man,
to
I
me.
could've
That
picked
happened to me
Todd
that year
Gurley.
too.
I could have
Oh.
picked Todd Gurley right there. I had the 101.
Yeah. Look
That
at
was a
you.
bad beat
Our
season.
first ever matchup. You beat me. This is week 1 of
It's true.
2018. You beat me
I
with
think-
34 points from James Conner.
Yes, because I picked up James Conner immediately, which I got crazy lucky on that.
On
That-
waivers, you got him?
Yeah. I got
Wow.
him on waivers after the draft.
That's
Uh,
astonishing. Look at
yeah,
38
Aaron
from Michael
Rodgers.
Thomas.
Oh.
38
Man.
points week 1.
Michael
God, I
Thomas
miss
is
Michael
fucking
Thomas,
different,
dude.
man. Yeah.
He was the wide receiver 1 this year.
Honestly,
on,
4-9. I expected my record to be worse. That I didn't remember it being that good this
Yeah.
season.
This is the one and only time Jake has ever finished last in a league. I finished 4th, which I always do. You'll see that
I
as a
think
trend
that's
going forward here.
That's the second time ever that I've ever. That's the second time that I've missed playoffs too in this league.
Oh, we'll get to that. Yeah.
And it's like what the second time. It's only the second time I've missed the championship.
I do want to point out here that on this team, I had Michael Thomas, Adam Thielen, Juju Smith-Schuster, which sounds gross now, but those were the
Back then
wide receiver
was
1,
Dumb
2,
good.
and 3 on that year. So I
And
had
you
the
came in
top 3
fourth.
wide receivers, and I came
You
in
traded
fourth.
one of them mid-season, didn't you?
I never did. Nope, didn't trade him. I lost Kareem Hunt though
Uh,
because he kicked a woman.
yep.
Anyway,
Oh
That'll-
man, I'll never
that'll
forget
happen.
John getting upset about that. That was so goddamn
he
funny.
didn't kick her that hard.
Yeah,
Oh no.
yeah. I wasn't
He
gonna
did.
say
Oh
anything. about
no.
it.
He did kick her pretty hard. Anyway,
Oh,
matchup
boy.
number 2. Ooh, who's that?
Oh, Danny Ocean,
Uh,
November 2nd at the FPL
oh.
Solar Amphitheater.
Oh,
Get your
wait.
tickets now, Live Nation.
Great. All right. Yeah, that's a targeted ad for sure. Okay. Week 12, I played Jake, absolutely destroyed him. He was on a downward spiral, starting Alshon Jeffrey and Cortland Sutton. Big weeks. I mean, Jesus, 38 points from Juju Smith-Schuster.
Oh,
Wow,
Adam
last
Thielen,
time
he was good.
26.
Wow,
Kenyon
this
Drake,
is a really
26.
fucked up team. Good lord.
Yeah, look at you.
Andrew Luck. This year, Andrew Luck
Oh.
was the most consistent quarterback. I think he scored like 90% of his weeks were above 20 points.
wow.
Yeah, he was good. He was good. I don't think these stats, if you clicked on it, wouldn't actually tell you anything, but
No.
it's cool that we can still look back and see this.
Yeah.
So yeah, 1-1, and you'll see I start to lose going into 2019. Jake with an insane
man.
team, an insane.
This was
team.
the fucking
Oh.
dream team, brother. Oh god, this is dragging up old wounds. I had fucking Tyler. I had prime Zeke and Kamara.
dude, and Todd Gurley.
And Lamar
And- yep.
Jackson.
Yep,
And
this was
Lamar
Lamar
Jackson.
Jackson. Tyler, I lost this league in
Oh.
the championship to a garbage time breakaway touchdown run by Aaron Jones.
Oh,
They-
yes. I remember this.
They were already up by like 2 scores or something like that. Garbage time, 40-yard run for a touchdown.
You had
I was
Kelsey as well.
I was 99% likely to win this, to win the matchup.
Yep.
Oh
And that
my
means
God,
Jake
that
would have
was
had 4
on
championships in this league.
Christmas Eve.
On Christmas Eve. Dude, Jesus Christ and the Step Brothers. Those are all-time team names, dude. Those are
Yeah, the
so
Step Brothers is
good.
really good.
The
and if you
Photoshops are amazing.
As I'm
Yeah.
starting Cam Newton too.
the
Like,
Photoshop
Yeah,
for our visual
it's-
listeners, it is Drew Brees as the as Jesus Christ, obviously, and then the Step Brothers movie poster with Zeke and Kamara's heads photoshopped on there.
It's so good, man.
Yeah,
That's
that
really
was
good.
man, that was an unreal team.
oh,
150 points.
Kenny Galladay too. That was Kenny Galladay's big year. That's why Giants paid him a boatload.
we got a quick viewer question here. Hey, should I drop Adani? I think that's Adani.
Adonai Mitchell,
Ad-
yeah.
Adonai.
For
Yeah.
Rashid
Is it
Shaheed
Adonai?
non-PPR.
Shaheed. That's
Yeah,
tough.
probably would.
I would
to be honest
say
with you.
I would say probably a non-dynasty. I'd rather have, or dynasty. I'd rather have Mitchell. But Rashid Shaheed is in probably a more pass-friendly offense, given Richardson being back and Jonathan Taylor being healthy. And I mean, you got Michael Pittman there, so I'm not huge on Mitchell this season.
I don't know enough about Mitchell, but I know Rashid Shaheed. I mean, he's looked good on that offense, and I don't see a lot of other people taking away work from him right now, other than, I mean, Olave and Kamara are there. But other than that, I mean, Shaheed is one of Derek Carr's favorable targets.
I hate to be a contrarian, but there's Josh Downs is injured in Indy. So it's Michael Pittman and Mitchell, and that's kind of it. They don't have a big threat at tight end. Yes, Jonathan
Hmm.
Taylor's there, but
Didn't
I
they
don't
draft
know,
a
man.
rookie? Is Mitchell the rookie?
Mitchell's the rookie. Yeah.
Mitchell is the rookie. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So I think there's a lot of upside for Mitchell too going forward. And you would just hate to see him pop week 1 and then be an asset moving forward when Rashid Shaheed's ceiling is only like Derek Carr. It's like 10 points a game, maybe. So take that for what you will. I know that's not helpful given what the other
Yeah.
guys just said, but
Pick your favorite dude's opinion. You got that option here.
I don't know. I don't buy that that offense, that the Colts offense is going to be able to support multiple very fantasy relevant wide receivers. I do buy that Derek Carr could do that because he's done it.
wake
Have
up,
a-
everybody. It's football season.
Any chance I
all
get
right.
to talk about that guy?
Horrible.
right.
All right.
All right.
Keep
The next
dragging
matchup
through
here, Jake beat me again. He
Yep.
beat the brakes off Breezes Christ. In week
Damn, you
13.
Every week.
Breathe the brakes off Breezes Bryce.
Breathe the break out. Very, very,
Say
very.
that five times fast.
Man.
0 points from Tyler Lockett. Oh
That's a
god, this
theme
is
with
the
you.
year I have Lockett and Michael Gallup literally blow my brains out.
Straight, just nothing. You're
Yeah, I had
projecting
nobody on my team.
142, man. Crazy.
I'm benching Kareem Hunt, but I had Nick Chubb and Fournette. I mean, that was really good at the time. Robinson was my keeper that year. This is last year. He did fucking jack shit.
My God, you had Todd Gurley too. You had Zeke,
Yeah.
Kamara, and Gurley.
Scroll down to my bench,
Kittle-
too.
You must have traded away Kelsey because now you have Kittle.
Yeah,
Unless
I
that was
did
a
trade
different-
away Kelsey at some point.
What year
Oh,
is this? Was this like?
2019.
It's 2019.
Yeah, that's disgusting, dude. That's such a good lineup. What
We
the
had
hell?
I was fleecing. You think I fleece people now? Tyler, I came in 12th and I was like, not again. Not
Never
fucking
again.
happening. Not
Yeah.
fucking happening. I'm not letting John talk shit. And
Hey man, I really have no reason to talk shit in any capacity.
pick Lamar Jackson in the 14th round this year. I drafted that man knowing what he could do.
Crazy. Next matchup here, week 15. This is in the playoffs.
Oh.
You fucked me up, dude.
I beat the
161,
shit out of you.
40
Wow.
points from Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
I
Good
think was
Lord.
this the game against Atlanta? I think I was. Yes, it was because I remember being in South Carolina, like around the holidays, and I was watching this fucking game, and Lamar Jackson kept scoring over.
Yeah,
and
he
over.
rushed in a couple.
Oh
under
my
one.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude!
He's
It was
so
like
good,
I
man.
had just been transported to hell. It was fucking horrible.
I only have him in one league this year. I need to start prioritizing people I want to watch play football.
Look at Kenyon Drake at your bench, 39
Oh.
points.
Oh my.
And I had him on my team earlier that year. So
Yeah,
maybe that was
imagine if
within
I'd
a trade we
started-
did. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. But Golden Tate also on my bench.
This was Leonard Fournette was on the Jags. I traded Jake Ezekiel Elliott this year because I think I lost a player early on. So I did like a very risky trade where he gave me Lockett and Fournette, and I gave him Zeke, and it
Yeah.
actually still worked out really well for me. But obviously,
You
got
just
my shit
lost
kicked
in the
in.
playoffs, so I don't know if that's right.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I made the playoffs.
Yeah, I
Because
guess
of
that's true. You got to make it there. All right, what do we got next?
2020
Return of the Jackson. Oh, that was
Crispy
a
Kareem.
great one.
We
Return of
got-
the Jackson, Tyler. It was Return of the Jedi with Lamar Jackson's face on it. Just
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
and
good.
I was
That's
really
good.
looking back in the day with some of these team names.
Krispy
That's
Kreme.
really
He's
good.
holding a 6-pack of Krispy Kreme donuts.
Krispy Kreme is really good too. Those are both great.
We're all-time football guy names. Wow, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, I absolutely destroyed you in week 9 of this
Ugh.
week or this season. Aaron Rodgers for 32, 37 from Christian McCaffrey. My whole team went off, to be honest.
Yeah.
Antonio Gibson, I had him.
Dude, wow.
Dallas.
Rob
who's this?
Gronkowski. I was starting Robert Gronkowski.
DJ
Dallas. I
Oh,
was starting Robert Gronkowski.
1 point from Rob Gronkowski.
1.2,
David
baby. Yikes.
Early Josh
Good,
Jacobs,
like
DJ
that,
Moore
yeah.
didn't do shit. This is when the DJ Moore hate started when you liked him, and I was like, he sucks, and he kind of still sucked then.
He doesn't. Oh, I thought you were saying now. I'm like, he doesn't fucking suck.
No, I
He had
like DJ
1,300
Moore a
yards
lot
last year.
now.
It's just
This
his
is your Justin
situation's
Jefferson
always
year.
good.
Yeah, baby. Justin Jefferson. RIP. Had to send him to the waivers, but at least he stayed in the household. Allie's got him.
Well, you won this season, I'll tell you that, and I got fourth
Yes,
again.
sir. Yes, sir. Return of the
Yes.
Jackson. First championship.
Week 15 semifinals. Jake beats me
Beat
in the
fucking
playoffs.
breaks off you.
Yep.
Aaron Jones. Full circle. That draft came around next year, and I was like, not again.
Not
Absolutely
again.
Not the
ridiculous.
same fucking guy. So put him right on my team.
Again,
Justin Jefferson popping off. Oh.
I'm always putting up respectable weeks, but not when it matters.
I wish we could look at the because this would have been 29. Is it 2019, 2020?
It was 2020.
So yeah, this year I won in the championship by starting David Johnson over Jonathan Taylor.
Gross.
Isn't
And I
that
can
a
see why.
disgusting thing?
David Johnson put up 24 the week before, so
I
you
swear to God-
made a call there.
I think David Johnson got 12 targets in the final game in the championship game.
Wow.
Yeah, and then literally disappeared after that. Like was nothing thereafter.
And week 8 of 2022, I finally get a win against Jake. Again, when it doesn't really fucking matter. 28 from Chris Godwin, 23 from Debo. Jake just had a bad week. So
You do have a habit of just beating the shit out of me when it means nothing.
yeah, no, and it'll probably
Pretty good
happen.
at that.
Yeah. All right.
Yep. And finally, we transitioned to sleeper. 2022. I beat the shit out of Jake in week 10.
I won that last year too, right? New Hope. I think that was my
your
back
two
to
in a
back
row.
year.
2 in a row.
Yeah, back to back.
Fuck
Champion.
you.
Only guy to ever do it in the league. Just putting that
Okay.
out there. Only guy to
No,
ever do it.
The
Only guy to ever
to
get 3 out
win
of 4
2
years.
at all.
That's true. Well, Logan's won 2.
No, he hasn't. He's won 1.
Somebody else has won 2.
Nope. It
Oh.
was me, other Tyler, Chandler, Logan.
This feels sad. Why would you tell me that? Why would you tell me that I'm the only? Why wouldn't you keep that bit of advice to your like?
I
piece
thought
of
you knew.
information?
I just letting you know. You're the only one
No.
to win 2 and the only one to win 3. So
That's right,
enjoy that.
dipshits.
Fuck you. Okay, so yeah, I beat
Damn.
Jake. He had a really
All
good
right.
week. Justin Jefferson puts up 35. I got 27 from Devontae Adams, Cole Kmet, whatever. Another win. Doesn't really matter. He beats me in the playoffs anyway. I
course.
think this is this is week 5.
No, I lost this year.
Oh, that's the year that you sucked. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even miss. I missed playoffs. I think I came in 7th.
Hence the 06 Chargers name. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yep.
Checks out.
The next year, 2023, I beat Jake in week 5 by a really piss poor gross game from everybody.
I just want to touch on that name real quick. So it was the 06 Chargers at the end of the season because I started the beginning of the season by going by the 96 Bulls because I was going to three-peat.
That's right. Yeah.
So,
But you finished with I think this had the 06
the-
Chargers had
yeah.
the number 1 offense, number 1 defense, but the worst special teams. And
They
that's
were-
what led
yeah,
them to lose games, which was crazy.
They lost. Yeah.
They didn't
I like
even make the
how-
playoffs.
I like how the 06 Chargers, the apostrophe's on the wrong side of the 06. So you're saying like the 0600 AD Chargers or something?
The
Like
Is that on the wrong-
numbers after six?
Chargers.
Yeah, you'd put it before because it's 2006. Yeah, it's
Oh, I don't know grammar.
hi, dumb.
Thanks, Tyler.
Moving on.
Fucking
Cool,
grammar
Tyler, you got-
police
He
over
got it
here.
right
Back.
here.
Oh,
got
he did get it
here.
correct.
Yeah. He learned.
1
He
year
learned.
later, gets it
I
correct.
did learn. The 04 Falmouth Navigators, otherwise
05.
known as the championship team that John lost on in real life.
Yeah, I was in 5th grade. We had won every single game that season leading up to this, and then we lost 21-0 in the championship.
Damn. Oh,
I didn't know the
undefeated.
score.
that.
I didn't know the score, dude. That's crazy.
Fuck.
Yeah, undefeated.
Oh.
We were blowing the brakes off of teams like crazy. And all we did was run the ball, and we just had breakaway runs like every play.
Oh, you
Yeah,
were a
and
wide
then-
receiver. That's okay.
No, I wasn't. I was like a lineman.
You're a
Yeah.
lineman?
I was like an offensive and like defensive lineman.
That's
yep.
crazy. You were
Kids are
just a big
small,
kid.
man, dude. I was like considered a big kid at 5th grade. I won the award for worst mouth because I was like 12 and swearing all the time.
Sounds correct.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I beat you 103-98. Not really that impressive, but I'll take a win in week 5.
All right, that segment was boring. Let's talk about us now. Let's talk about me.
Oh,
Or Jake and
okay.
John. No, I'm
I
just
got-
kidding.
Yeah, I guess we'll keep going. Oh, but we haven't even talked about our matchup this week.
Oh.
Here we go. These are our
All right,
teams.
speed run this one.
We're only an hour in. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway, yeah, me and Jake playing each other in the league of record. Much different teams going into this year, but Jake had the 101 somehow, even though he won the championship last year, which pisses me off.
Yeah, baby.
Pisses
Gross.
everybody off. Fuck you, Oscar Piastri, you piece of shit.
That's so
Um,
funny. I know nothing about that, and
Yeah.
you gave it to me.
Yeah,
You could have done anything. You could have cheated. I wouldn't know. I would have no idea.
I can't
I
believe
didn't
I
even look up the results. You could have just told me I came in 7th, and I would have believed you. I'm very
Yeah, but
trusting like
I'm an
that.
unbiased
Oh,
commissioner,
man.
man. You know what? I like to keep it fair, even if it doesn't work in my
It's
favor.
good for the show.
Yeah, it is. It's funny for the show. Anyways, I got Laman Ross St. Brown. Really going for it with the names. Jake keeping the 05 Falmouth Navigators. You
Yep,
sick
running
son
it
of a
back.
bitch.
Run it back. I'm getting you
look
the
it up. Maybe you'll
championships
find
you never
some-
got.
Oh my god. Yeah, maybe if I had won one in real life, I wouldn't feel so awful every time I come in 4th every year.
That might be true. I never won a championship in real life.
I won like Little League baseball championships.
I
I never won a
won-
football championship.
I doubt you actually won. They just gave you a trophy. But I won the most improved swimmer when I was in
Most
6th.
improved swimmer.
It means I sucked when I started.
It
Yeah,
probably
it's
means you
competitive
just
swimming.
didn't know how to swim, and then you like
No, I knew how to
did a
swim. I
class
drove next
and
to a
and you
beach.
passed, and they
No,
gave you
I
a
went
trophy.
to competitive swimming. I won some events.
No way.
Do you need me to get my bag of ribbons?
Yes, I
Okay.
do.
I
Okay.
can do that. It's
I
in the
wanna see
storage
Get
your
it.
unit at
swimming
home.
Get it right
ribbons.
now. We'll sit here and wait live on air.
It's
for
in
you
the
to go get
storage.
the ribbons.
It's going to be a long time. I got to drive to Connecticut.
I'll wait. I
I
got
would really
no
like to see
plans.
those. Make sure you have
I'm
your
back
mom
here at,
find
like,
those.
4:00 in the morning with the ribbons.
And I'm just sitting here like,
2
So
hours of
this
searching
one is
for-
when I came in third against. Yeah. Anyways, you're starting Jerome Ford because you have no running backs. That's sad.
icky.
Am I starting?
No, it's
Jerome
actually not
Ford?
that bad. You are starting
Yeah,
Jerome Ford in the
Oh, yeah,
lineup, yeah.
I forgot. Yeah, no, I am starting him here. Yeah, what do you mean? What's wrong with he's against Dallas? He's going to be the
Yeah,
featured
it's
guy.
gonna
I
be
mean,
brutal,
you
dude.
are starting Najee Harris, John. So
Yeah, shut the.
I bet I also have Alvin Kamara, and you just said you think Alvin Kamara could blow up with 4 touchdowns against Carolina, and I kind of share that sentiment. I think he has.
I didn't
absolutely
see
has-
anything about Najee Harris. Though. I didn't say anything. So
Okay, but if I have Alvin Kamara scoring 4 touchdowns, I don't even need Najee, and he's playing Atlanta, which has one of the worst defenses in the NFL. I'm not really worried.
they were, and they learned.
They're probably like middle ground at best.
Yeah,
be
but
real.
they used to actually be last against the run, and now they're not. So
Okay.
anyway,
Either way, I mean, I have a star-studded lineup. Upside of Richardson is crazy. We got a Kamara. We got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Garrett Wilson, Sam Laporta, Marvin Harrison Jr. in his rookie debut. I love my wide receivers. Thought about maybe switching in Singletary for Najee. Would you guys do that?
who are they
I'm not
playing?
giving you fantasy advice.
I'm
the
asking
Giants playing?
Tyler, Jake.
Giants are playing Minnesota. Honestly, that's a toss-up for me. I think that's going to be
Right.
pretty close.
I think you should
Depends on
swap in
how
Chase Brown.
often Russell Wilson checks it down. Oh, I don't know.
Have to
I
wait
think
and see.
Singletary gets more volume, to be honest with you.
Damn. Yeah, for me it was a toss-up. I don't know. Jake, how
That's
you feeling about this matchup? You're projected to lose.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm going to lose in my heart because I think that they're projecting Caleb Williams a lot lower than he's actually going to be.
Really? His
yes.
first game. His first game, you think he scores more than 17 points?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, he's mobile. He's good. I mean, he's smart. I think that some guys come into the league with the ability to just play at that next level, and I think Caleb Williams is one of those guys. And I think that he could get a little bit of rushing to kind of save himself. I think that makes a big difference when it comes to rookie quarterbacks. If they can rush, that they're going to be fantasy relevant sooner because they don't have to rely on being able to actually throw the ball as well. Because when they get in trouble, they can rush, and that's great for fantasy. So I think that's where I'm going to see some extra points. If he gets, if he picks up 40 yards rushing, which is not out of the question, that's 4 points.
I
He
hate
has
how
a good game out of
badly
it.
I want to do a water bet, but I kind of agree with you on the potential of
It's pretty. I mean,
I have him elsewhere because I
how
like
could you not
Caleb.
want him?
Yeah, of course. So I want to be like, no way, those fantasy dudes water bet, but I think he could get 17 plus. I don't know. I was just
I think
trying
very easily he could get 17 plus. I feel pretty strongly about my whole team. I know I'm lacking a little bit at running back, but I got a couple of guys that I think, Blake Corum, I think he's going to ascend and be that next level guy, especially if Kyron gets hurt. I've got trade value in wide receivers. Like, I mean, if Jaden Reed pops off the way he was at the end of last season, I
got
could
Ayuk on the
easily-
bench here as well.
Yeah, I could easily trade away Reed and pick up a running back. And then I've got a couple guys that I stashed to try to do that as well. Like later on down the season, once Hawkinson's back, I'm going to try to trade him because I've got Ingram and I feel strongly about him this season. So,
Cool.
Yeah, overall, really strong wide receivers. I think everybody in the wide receiver group that I've got, like CeeDee Lamb's tier 1 guy. You're talking like CeeDee, Jefferson, Hill, Jamar Chase, and then there's that second tier. And I think the other 3 wide receivers I have are in that second tier, which is
Jesus
kick ass for
Christ.
me. Ayuk, Kupp, and Waddle. All those guys are very, very solid. Could be top 12 guys easily.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident with mine too. But let's move on to Tyler's matchup since the poor guy's been sitting waiting to talk
Finally,
about his team.
Jeez, come
Now he's gotta
on.
get to talk about himself.
Here we go.
I
Tyler
love
versus
that.
a new league of record league mate, Chris H. with a pretty strong matchup here. How do you feel about this one, Tyler?
Yeah, I really like Chris's team. I like it more than mine, I think.
Who does he got on his
Um,
team, Tyler?
He's got Kyler Murray, Saquon Barkley, Ken Walker, Mike Evans, Josh Palmer, Trey McBride, David Montgomery. Which is quite good.
It's
Yeah,
solid. It's definitely solid.
it's solid. I say that, but then I look at my roster and I'm like, oh, I don't know. Pat Mahomes, which is new for me. I'm not a big Pat Mahomes drafter. I'm not a
He
big.
fell to you. He fell to you in the draft.
He fell
I remember.
pretty far to me. Yeah. So Pat Mahomes, Travis Etienne, James Conner, Drake London, keeper in the 4th. George Pickens was a keeper in the 9th. Travis Kelsey, Xavier Worthy.
A lot of Chiefs.
A lot of Chiefs. I got Hollywood Brown stashed in the IR there, but if I'm gonna do it with the team, like Jake said, it's probably either the Niners or the
Yeah.
Chiefs.
I was gonna say Niners, Chiefs. I'm okay with
Maybe Dolphins even.
Philly, Dolphins,
Eagles.
Philly. Yeah,
Um,
that's about it.
I'd start
Detroit. I'd throw
Amon-Ra
Detroit in
and-
there.
Yeah, Amon-Ra, Laporte,
Yeah.
and Gibbs. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it.
So
I'm gonna get to a point
I don't
where
think I can name
the Cardinals. I would do maybe Connor, Harrison, McBride,
Maybe
Kyler.
I got to see
two
it
of
from
those
Harris.
three-
I got to
two
see
of
it
those
from
four,
Marvin
maybe.
Harrison Jr. I believe in him, but I got to see it from him
For
to
sure.
start all three. Can you
yeah.
name 3 starters on the Patriots offense?
Tyquan
Other-
Thornton, Polk, Hunter Henry, Ramondre Stevenson.
That took you
Demario
way longer
Douglas.
than it should have for right.
Well, I mean, yeah, because there's like 6 wide.
It's a
KJ
brand new team.
Osborne. There's like
It
6 wide
is.
receivers that are all the
Uh,
same tier, and they're all
I like
bad.
Polk.
Javon Baker
anyway.
too.
Yeah, Baker.
Yeah, there's just
Antonio
a whole
Gibson.
batch of guys. Yeah.
Oh, Antonio
Uh,
gross.
So yeah,
I know.
this is a team that I am cautiously optimistic about. I think Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelsey stack could win me any week, which is good.
Yeah.
I love ETN upside. I took a big risk in keeping Drake London and George Pickens.
Yeah, I'm not huge on that.
I'm not huge on him, but I'll tell you, dude, the wide receiver one upside of both of them.
Drake London, yes.
their
I agree with
target
you on
share,
Drake London. That one's
I
not even
think-
a concern for me. But George Pickens, I'm like,
George Pickens
Are you
is
telling me
scary,
some of the weeks he had last year?
But-
dude?
but he
you're telling
had
me
some
George
great
Pickens and
games.
Russell Wilson are vibing. That those two are going to have a good connection.
They're both just crazy enough for it to work. Is what I'm saying.
Do
And
you think that Russell Wilson's taking him on like a after school special? Like,
come stay at my house. He's like the
man.
Antonio Brown to his Tom Brady.
yeah, George Pickens like, Mr. Wilson, things aren't so good at my home. And Russell Wilson's like helping him.
Well,
I'm
he's
scared to
always
go
there
home.
cleaning up diarrhea.
Unlimited diarrhea.
It was like it's look.
Unlimited
gonna be-
goblin mode. No,
yeah,
I think
pulling
the
a chair
upside's there
around,
for
sitting
George
backwards.
Pickens, man. 9th round value. There was just nobody around there that I was like, George
yeah,
Pickens
for
is
ninth
great
round,
there.
whatever.
9th round, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Xavier
If you
Worthy
got-
could be
yeah.
extremely serviceable given the Crashy McCrasherson and shoulder injury Hollywood Brown. So I don't know. This could work out okay. It's also worth noting that I'm projected 1 point more than Chris right now, and I
Mhm.
am not starting a defense.
Yeah, I
interesting.
actually don't
Yeah.
like Chris's team.
I
think
love
you-
Kyler Murray. I think Kyler Murray could be QB1 this year,
I think
legitimately.
he called too many shots.
I don't love having Josh Palmer as my wide receiver 2 and Mike Evans as my wide receiver 1 going into week 1. Like that
Well-
feels like you're starting those 2 guys because somebody else got hurt. Like I like both of those players, but
Mike
as my
Evans has been
starters-
top 10, like basically his whole career.
Yeah, I love Mike Evans. I just think I think Chris called too many shots with his draft. Like he drafted Ken Walker in the second.
That
Like,
was risky.
to
Yeah, I
me,
agree with
That's
you on
just
that.
like I'm just like, man, like I get wanting your guys, but I mean, this is coming from the person who desperately wanted to draft Lamar Jackson and Justin Jefferson this year.
I think he
didn't.
went. I think he took Walker over ETN. Oh no, he didn't. Wait, did he?
No, I took ETN first round.
Oh, in the first
Yeah.
round. Okay, yeah.
108, yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
but he left some other stuff on the board. I mean, he let Kelsey drop. I would have. Oh my god, if you start the draft with who did he pick first? Saquon.
I believe so. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
but he had the 12th pick, so
Saquon-
he went back to back. Oh no, that was the other
Saquon-
Chris.
No,
My
if
bad.
he went Saquon Kelsey,
Chris-
that's a crazy start.
Chris went Saquon and then Ken Walker at the 2-3. And Josh Allen, Travis Kelsey, Josh Jacobs were on the board. Nico Collins. Like, I think I would prefer
Yeah.
all of those guys over Ken Walker, to
Kelsey-
be brutally honest.
Kelsey for sure. I mean, I don't know.
He
Some
took
of those other guys
McBride
you
in
can
the
make a case
third.
for.
His third pick
Yeah.
was McBride.
Yeah, McBride. I mean, still that's not that crazy, but yeah, I don't. We don't need to trash on Chris's team anymore. But this thing is either going to hit and hit hard or fall apart.
Yeah, and I feel the same way about my team too. This is
I
kind of
don't
a
feel the same way
Moneyball
about
team
you.
for me this year. I usually have a great
What the
draft. I didn't feel great about this
Travis
draft.
Kelsey stack. What are you talking about? It's not a fucking Moneyball team.
It's a little bit of a Moneyball team. With the rest of it,
my
outside of
God.
ETN and the Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelsey stack, it's
Dude,
a
I mean,
Moneyball team.
when you're
Crazy.
used
That
to
is-
looking at your dynasty team where you're
That's
confident
true.
with every single player, including like 8 of your bench players, and you have to draft a whole new team. Yeah, you're going to
Yeah.
start with some iffy choices.
You might be right.
You're a little spoiled in the fantasy football world as of late, Tyler.
Yeah,
So I
it's
hate to
true.
see you working for something, but sometimes you have to.
It's true. It's true. I can't hate. I can't hate.
Yeah. And you know what? There's people in this league that you can absolutely abuse and trade with and make your team an absolute juggernaut. And I think the three of us will probably attempt to do just that this season.
I think you're right.
You like that? You like that?
Anyway.
Yeah, I do. I do like that.
I do really like it.
I do like that.
I believe that is talking matchups. No dudes and duds. No games have happened yet, but 8:30 tomorrow, perhaps there will be potential dudes and duds from the Ravens and Chiefs game. No Dr. Logan this week, sadly. He said, I don't have anything important this week. I promise I'll try hard next week.
Damn. I guess I don't have any important shit going on either, Logan.
Yeah. Whatever.
Whatever.
Logan.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Logan,
like-
I've been having a pain in my ankle. Do you
We
think
should just
that
ask
I
for
should do
physical
anything?
therapy advice. Be like, ooh, my back hurts a little bit. What would you suggest? Live on the pod.
Sometimes when I bend at a weird ankle, I get a weird angle. I get a pain in my side. Is that normal?
Sometimes when I am an ankle and I get a pain, please help.
We should get Logan on here and get a bunch of people ready to just ask him like actual physical therapy questions rather than
On the
fantasy
YouTube
questions.
live.
Yeah,
I actually love that idea. I think that's a great idea.
giving medical advice.
My hamster is sick. Please help him.
Make a disclaimer drop for him.
Well, boys, should we get into not those Funko Pop dudes.
What?
Fuck.
Wait, why do you have that? Why is that a graphic?
Should we get into
Survival
the
football.
very first week of survival?
Survival football.
We actually invested money into this year. Sleeper added a feature where you can
did.
actually play survival football on Sleeper. So we have the three of us as well as I believe 10 other people are now in there. So $20 in. I believe I'm going to do winner take all.
Yeah, why not?
So probably won't be me. As you know, if you've listened to this podcast in the past, I tend to struggle with picking games. I think I'm going to be a little bit more conservative this year, just purely because I usually make picks for the comedic value or just shock value, I guess, on the show. Like, this could happen. I'm going to save the Chiefs for later in the year or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that this year. Just want you guys to know that.
That's fair. Respectable.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've already made my choice this year, or this. Well, maybe you guys can sway me. I don't know. I have a decision already that I was pretty much decided on.
Okay.
But I will go ahead and bring up this week's matchups. Oh, actually, I wanted to do the full screen share. Hold on a second, because I made a little graphic for us because I thought it'd be fun.
Hey.
Here we go. Yeah. Oh, let me know when it's up. Still loading. Yeah. How about this? Huh?
Yeah, there it is. Very good. Very good.
I thought this would be funny because, like, you know what I mean?
Oh, there's a bit of a lag there. I didn't catch
A little bit of
that.
a lag. The joke was, are we going to choose the chalk pick or not? That's why we have a chalk
Oh, I like it. Chalkboard.
pick. Get it? Get it?
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, so we got some crazy matchups. We got the Thursday night. We got Chiefs Ravens. Friday night. I kind of forgot that was on Friday. On Peacock only. We got
Ugh.
the Packers and the Eagles down in Brazil. Any of these jumping out to you guys? Steelers, Falcons, Cardinals, Bills, Titans, Bears, Patriots, Bengals.
I got a
Cowboys,
couple.
Browns.
I'll take the Bengals.
Yeah, I didn't want
Jake's-
to, so I didn't.
I don't care. I
Wow.
don't have any allegiance to the Pats. I hope they lose.
What
Thanks.
the fuck?
That's.
Yeah.
I root for the I root for the Ravens, dude. And you do this to me? I don't know.
Why
Thought we
are
were
you rooting
friends.
against- I mean, I expect the Patriots to lose, but listen, man, I really would love to see them win a game in person. I have not seen them win a game in person since 2019. 2019, I think.
They won against the Jets when I went away to MetLife.
Well, I wish I was there. And wasn't that was that
Mac Jones.
Rickachaw Ferguson day?
Yep, the
was.
Brickashaw Ferguson. I got the
Ferguson.
Brickashaw
Circle of
Ferguson.
Honor.
Hell
They put
yeah.
him in the Ring
dude.
of Honor. Tyler missed out because he had COVID.
Womp
Wow, what
womp.
a fucking loser.
I
bro.
drank enough beers for both of us.
Yes.
I
That's
got
what
one
you
of
have
those-
to do.
I got one of those
Should've.
alleys like you gotta
Drinking for
slow
your
down.
friends is always
And
a
I'm
good
like,
thing.
I don't have to slow down. She's like, you got to get on a bus for 6 hours after this.
It was a party
Like,
bus, right? It's made
was
to
like,
drink.
Oh, I got to slow down.
Uh,
All right. Tyler,
I'll
what are
go
you
next
thinking?
here. Yeah. We were talking about Mike Evans, and I got thinking
Oh.
about Baker Mayfield, and I got hyped up again about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think this team is way better than people give them credit for. At home to open the season against a extremely shaky Washington Commanders and rookie quarterback team. So, yeah, give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, baby. I think it's not going to be exactly a chalk pick, but I think they'll rip the Commanders. I think Mike Evans is good for at least 2 touchdowns.
Now, here's the problem. I don't disagree. I think that's a really good pick. I don't know. I think who knows? Maybe Jaden Daniels is a god. And they got Terry McLaurin.
I'm not
Luke
saying he's not
McCaffrey.
talented. I think long term he's going to be very good. I just think you're not going to be good right off the rip. I think this is going to be a little welcome to the NFL for a couple weeks for him. So
You never know. God, I want to pick a smart team. I'm going to be honest with you. I was going to pick the Bengals. And I hate to say this.
I was
Patriots
too, and
fan.
I was like, I can't do it.
I
Not
really
me,
was
baby.
going to. I still might.
I think there's another fairly well, maybe not super chalk now.
I feel like the Bengals is like chalk enough because like they're not like one of the top 5 teams in my eyes. So it's like that's
Mhm.
a good pick for this week. Cowboys over the Browns. Jeez, man.
I mean, there's some
Oh.
fun ones you could pick,
I don't want to
There's
go
loads
fun,
of fun
Jake. I
ones.
just told you I'm going to be conservative this year.
like Bears over Titans. That'd be fun.
Fuck you. No,
What?
I don't. Again, I got to be smart. I'm going to overthink it. I always freaking do this.
Yeah, you are. That's such a sick drop. All right.
It's a really good
you.
drop.
I'm going to stick with my guns. I hate that I'm doing this, but I'm going to go with the Bengals.
Yeah,
The Bengals
Patriots
are gonna
win week
lose,
1.
dude. Yeah,
Patriots
fuck.
win week 1. Let's go. Super
Can you
Bowl
imagine
bound.
if me and Jake are both done after week 1? I
Are
would
we
be okay
playing
with
it for
that.
real?
Funny.
Are we playing it for real this year?
Oh, this is in the actual like league. If
No,
you're-
not
if
in
you-
the league.
For real, we'll keep playing, but I mean, in the actual sleeper league, if you lose once, you're done.
Yeah, no, that I get, and that I'm
Okay.
into. But
That's terrifying.
So
Come on,
I'm fully
Bengals.
expecting.
fucking shoot you.
Yeah, Jake with the Bengals, Tyler with the Buccaneers, John with the Bengals, all B teams.
You guys are
Um,
lame.
I know we suck.
not
We
even
suck. I hate
true.
to be boring, but yeah. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I think a few people left questions in the very first live, second live show, but the first one in season. So we really appreciate that.
Are we answering them?
No, we answered them on the show.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Yeah, live.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for.
Yeah, we did it.
writing
Yeah, and I'm
in.
gonna
Okay, I
and
just wasn't sure there's more.
keep an eye on our Instagram stories. Because that's what I'm gonna post. If you want to leave us questions there, you can do that. Let me double check one more time if we have any questions. I know we had one from Mac that was very inappropriate.
That sounds right. I'll also see him this weekend.
He said, thoughts on Hugh Janus this week? I said, go fuck yourself. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on that.
I did not expect those.
You piece
That
of
was
shit.
good. That got me good. That was a good bit. Ooh.
Yeah, that's all he ever does. He's all jokes over there, but no
I
fantasy
love
wins.
Mac.
He's a Browns
great
fan.
guy.
He needs it. It's all right.
That's true.
It's true. That's all he really has. But anyways, thanks again for listening. At Those Fantasy Dudes on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Oops. We'll be here every single Wednesday, live on Tuesday nights, starting around 7:30. You know, life might get in the way, but we'll definitely give you a heads up if anything were to change. And yeah, definitely best of luck in your week 1 matchups. NFL 2024. Here we fucking go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Thanks for tuning in to Those Fantasy Dudes podcast. Make sure to tune in next week and follow us at Those Fantasy Dudes on Instagram.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.